I'm Justin Kiska, and today I am very happy to officially announce my candidacy for one of the two at-large seats on the Frederick County Council. To a lot of people, politics is a dirty word, and when you watch the news and hear about all of the fighting going on between our elected officials, it's no wonder people don't look too fondly on politicians. At the local level, though, we need to put the ideological battles and differences aside and, as they say, keep the trains running on time. Now, I'm a proud Republican, and while I was going to school and working in Washington, D.C., I was fortunate enough to have grown up at the feet of such giants as Jack Kemp, Bill Bennett, and Bob and Elizabeth Dole. While I was in college, I joined Elizabeth Dole's 2000 presidential campaign and spent time as a policy intern at Empower America, Jack Kemp and Bill Bennett's conservative think tank. After that, I returned to Secretary Dole's office, where my first job out of college was as her special assistant and scheduling director. Getting to see such luminaries in action on a daily basis taught me what public service really means, and that it's more important to show up and actually do something, rather than get bogged down in petty personal battles. I've always been amazed by Frederick County's potential. It's a community grounded in its history, but always looking to its future. Growing up here, I knew what was possible. That's why I came back to Frederick County after my time in Washington, so I could join my family in starting our company. We purchased the Way Off Broadway Dinner Theater located on the Golden Mile in the city of Frederick in 2002. In 2012, because of my interest in the west side of Frederick, Mayor Randy McClement appointed me to the board of directors of what would become the Golden Mile Alliance, a group designed to help with the revitalization and redevelopment of that area of the city. For the 5 years I was on the board, I served on the organization's executive committee, my last 3 years as its president. As a business owner for the last 15 years, the idea of accomplishing things has become more and more important to me. I'm not interested in fighting political and ideological battles at Winchester Hall. I want to work on finding ways to encourage the county and its residents to thrive as we continue into the 21st century. One issue that we're being faced with today, and will continue to deal with in the future, is growth in the county. With over 240,000 residents already living in Frederick, the county is going to continue to grow. Now, this growth can be a good thing if it's planned carefully and correctly. We cannot simply allow development for development's sake, though. Having the supporting infrastructure in place is the key. Our roads must be able to support increased traffic, our public services must be able to provide the highest level of service possible, and our schools must be able to handle more students. Growth and development can be a good thing if done thoughtfully, and when that happens, everyone benefits. When it comes to education, every election year you hear candidates say, "The children are our future." As much of a cliche as it has become, the sentiment is true nonetheless. Education spending accounts for over half the county's budget. Just think about that. In 2017, Frederick County spent over $250 million on education. But that's an investment. Giving students the tools they need to learn and grow will help benefit Frederick County as a whole. Students should have access to the best technology available, as well as highly qualified teachers in the classroom and a safe and effective learning environment. In the next 4 years, it's going to be important to have individuals on the council with a proven track record of being able to make tough decisions, especially when it comes to the fact that Frederick County's annual budget is nearly $600 million. A government cannot be run like a business, even though many say it should, and I realize most of those people are in my own party. But as a businessman, I can say some of the same principles used to run a successful company can also be applied to government. Should a government spend more money than it takes in? No. Should government officials make sure they get the biggest bang for every tax dollar spent? Absolutely. In the perfect world, there would be enough money to fund every organization, agency, department, and service at or above 100%. Sadly, the budget doesn't usually allow for that. So it's up to county leaders to make the difficult choices and determine where each dollar is best spent, regardless of whether or not it is the most popular decision. While there's no way to know what all of the issues will be that come up in the next few years, the promise I can make is that whatever they are, I will approach each with an open mind and always look for the answers that will benefit Frederick County as a whole. I may not always make the popular decision, but I won't take any vote I cast lightly. Sometimes that's going to mean disagreeing with the county executive. Over the last 3 years, there have been a number of times where I feel the council has missed its chance to exercise its power as the legislative arm of our government, instead making itself subservient to the county executive, as opposed to a true check and balance. The next county council needs to take steps to provide a true balance in Winchester Hall. After all, they're there to represent the people just as much as the county executive. Now, I'm looking forward to continuing the conversation over the next several months, and I hope you'll take a moment to visit justinkiska.com to learn more about me and why I'm running for the Frederick County Council, and to find out how you could get involved. You can also keep up with the campaign by following us on Facebook at Justin Kiska for Frederick. We already know that Frederick is a great place to live, but I think if we work together, we can make it even better. That's why I'm asking for your vote first in the Republican primary on June 26th, then again in the general election on November 6th. I'll see you on the campaign trail.